Hi, I'm Dr. Lucy Bartholomew. I am an art educator and I've been leading group tours all over the world for over 20 years. Let me share with you my strategies for minimalist packing so you can travel light and still have all that you need for a fun and fabulous trip. So this is what I call my human being repair kit, which is a name I borrowed from another product. And basically, these are all things that we might need while traveling, but probably we only need them like 0, 1, or 2 times. So we don't need a whole huge tube or bottle or container of these things. And we also want it to be very small, lightweight, and portable, and easy to access. So all of these things are going to fit into this little bag right here, which I got for free at some event. And I'll kind of explain what each item is as I put it in there so you can see how it can be packed very efficiently. So the first item are these little pads. These are for blisters. We do a lot of walking on our tours, so it's nice to have something, a little bit of padding. Works a little bit like a Band-Aid if you happen to get a blister. And the next thing is, these are actually laundry detergent sheets, and these are very handy. I cut them up into little pieces because if you just need to like wash out like 1 pair of socks or something, it's a small portion. If they get wet, it kind of turns into a big clump. So that's why they're in a very small individual bag. This is some wipes for stings. So if anybody gets stings or bug bites, then we can quickly give them some relief. As a person who leads student tours and group tours, all kinds of things can come up. So it's nice to have something to treat all these different kinds of situations. This is antibiotic ointment, so if anybody gets a cut, we can put some of this on there. This is burn cream. This is really not so much for sunburn as it is like if you get a burn on a hot metal thing or something, and we can give some quick relief. If anybody has a serious injury, then we will go to the pharmacy or the doctor and get more intense help for them. We've got some Band-Aids. These are the more typical things that come up on on a typical trip. These little packets actually came from this very large first aid kit that's way too big for our purposes, and we're not going camping or anything like that. So it did include like these butterfly closures if somebody has a little bit deeper cut that we want to treat quickly. Insect repellent if you find yourself in the park and there's some mosquitoes around. Antiseptic wipes are just always good to have for your hands before eating, or just as you're out and about and you want to clean up, and especially of course if you have any medical thing that you want to treat. So these pills here are for a variety of ailments that might come up. There's a couple of things for tummy troubles. There's a few choices for cold and flu symptoms. There's Benadryl for allergies, and also that can be good for like bee stings. If somebody starts to swell up, they can take one of those. So those will fit in here very nicely as well. As you can see, there's still lots of room. And this is again the kind of thing that you probably have a lot of this stuff in your medicine chest already, and it's just a matter of just getting a few of the things that you like, and then just having them handy in one little container. If you use Dramamine for motion sickness, then definitely include some of that in your kit. This is the smallest possible little sewing kit. I picked this up in a hotel somewhere, so I'll just tuck that right in there. Splinter remover, and also these very tiny tweezers can be handy for lots of different things, so we'll tuck that in there. Safety pins. This is an eyeglass repair kit. These are very inexpensive, and they've got some of those tiny little screws and the tiniest screwdriver, so this is helpful to have. And the first aid kits always have a pencil, so I'm including a pencil in our kit as well. And it closes easily. There's actually some room around the edges, so more stuff could go in here. I also have this little bottle of ibuprofen, and there are actually some Benadryl tablets in there. Those are the 2 things I need the most often. So that's going to be in my purse, and also fingernail clippers, because there's all kinds of reasons to trim your fingernails or cut a string, or you can even use these as scissors if you're very patient when you're out and about. And all of this can go through security, so it can be in your carry-on luggage. So that's the human repair kit.